Hey, I'm Marty Shupak for Shupak Sports. I'm about to show you a few T-ball drills. Keep in mind in T-ball, the two biggest things that drive kids away from T-ball are injury and embarrassment amongst their peers. If we overcome these two, it gives the kids a chance to blossom. Okay, with that, let's go right to the videotape.
Baseball bowling. Baseball bowling is another target-type throwing drill. Coaches or parents can set up any group of plastic objects and have their players try to knock down as many of them as they can with a throw. Like in bowling, if a player knocks all of the pins down on one throw, it's a strike. Players can alternate trying to knock down all of the pins before a coach resets the drill. This drill is for the youngest T-ball players. Kids enjoy the use of unconventional props and simple drills. It helps stimulate them.
Very important you get down, and you know what the alligator is? Did your coach tell you that? The alligator? Bend down, watch it.
Coaches can combine skills in this drill by having them catch a ground ball before tossing the ball at the pins. For young players, coaches should only emphasize the alligator technique when fielding ground balls, which teaches players to have their throwing hand on top of the glove when fielding to prevent the ball from bouncing out of the glove. Their hands form the shape of an alligator's mouth. Having the target at a higher level than the ground is preferable and gives them a more realistic situation. Milk carton catch. The concept of catching a small spherical object can be very hard for some very young T-ball players. The progression method is very important here. Take a milk carton and cut off part of the bottom. Put masking tape along the edges as they tend to be sharp. Toss a soft-covered ball, pickleball, or tennis ball to the player with the milk carton. He might have an easier time catching the ball this way. The repetitive success will enable him to progress to using a glove. Coaches and parents should be creative. Even a paper bag early in the season used to catch a ball will have merit with some kids. The bottom line is to try whatever you can to get players comfortable catching moving objects. Coaches should have their players move back and try tossing to one another from a longer distance.
Focus in on catching that throw. Good. Good. This is really good.
Basketball toss. Keeping one's eye on the ball is repeated over and over again in baseball from T-ball to the major leagues. Crossing into other sports is always a good idea and only stimulates and helps players succeed. In the basketball toss, the coach is just tossing a basketball or any large ball to his players on the ground. The player catches the ball. This drill may seem oversimplified, but Coach Marty Shupak uses this drill to reinforce keeping their heads down and eyes on the ball when fielding ground balls. Most errors occur in baseball when the fielder lifts his head up at the last second. Coaches can progress to smaller and smaller balls, working their way down to a regular baseball. Again, young players should just focus on securing the baseball with the alligator technique, one hand under and one hand on top of the ball.
Good.